On December 7, 1941, the Empire of Japan launched and attacked the U.S. naval base at Pearl Harbor. 2 months after the Japanese bombing of Pearl Harbor, U.S. President Franklin D. Roosevelt signed Executive Order 1966, ordering all Japanese Americans to evacuate to the West Coast. This event was established as many Americans worried that citizens of Japanese ancestry would act as spies for the Japanese government. All Japanese American citizens were rounded up, and no one knew if they were going to be deported or how long they will be in prison because there were no trials, no hearings, and no due process to inform. Due to the mandate that they were required to be ready within 48 hours, they were forced to sell their properties, homes, and business at a very low price.
A congressional report 40 years later detailed some of the loss. One proprietor had to sell her 26-room hotel for only $500.
Under the fear with no actual evidence, this resulted in the relocation of approximately 120,000 people, many of whom were American citizens, to one of the 10 internment camps located at the western of the United States. The camps was contained with barbed wire fence, lack of proper nutrition, wires, endless working, separated families are what they lived under for the next 4 years.
My parents, upon leaving, they lost their restaurant. That was their livelihood. I saw my father cry because for 20 years he worked so hard, it just took everything out of him.
They told us you could have one suitcase, 4 of us in this one horse's stall.
This is our family number that we are assigned to. We have to keep it on our clothing. We had to wear this wherever we went, especially when we are assigned to different places.
I don't think I ever felt that I should prove my American feelings of loyalty. I was born an American, and I was everything that I read and studied and learned was that I was an American.
Well, to date, what steps have the U.S. government taken to address this tragedy? First, after decades of protests by Japanese American citizens, President Reagan was forced to publicly acknowledge and apologize in 1988.
We must recognize that the internment of Japanese Americans was just that, a mistake.
Secondly, the federal government determined that fair compensation to victims was $20,000 per person. However, those actions are not enough to reconcile the problems. So what, in fact, needs to be achieved in order for reconciliation to be truly honored? The U.S. government should officially initiate a formal apology by inviting the victim and their family members to the White House. The White House should humbly show a genuine effort to earnestly apology instead of appearing as if the apology is forced. Secondly, a monument should be erected in Washington, similar to the Vietnam War Memorial, to publicly acknowledge this dark period of history where innocent citizens was imprisoned with harsh conditions without being able to exercise their basic human rights according to the Constitution. With further effort by the U.S. government, reconciliation could easily then be achieved, as the Japanese American did not face loss of life and truly love their country. It only takes the wrong side to direct their efforts to correct their past mistakes, as the Japanese American do not hate their government.
Stand before you as a gay Japanese American, but even more than that. I am a proud American. Thank you very much.